One health is.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm so thrilled to get a chance to be the speaker of our group, Cube on Fire. So we all know that food safety is a very common problem in China. And I believe that massive people have their own ideas about food safety. So I invited an angry Chinese citizen who was troubled by food safety problems, Mr. Bian, to join me this morning. Let's welcome. And today's presentation is a very important part of our trip to Davis. Okay, you go first.
I mean, really, what is this presentation? And why I'm required to come to it? Is it not good to eat some yogurt and hamburger in the homestay family?
Despite the serious food problems, we still need such a presentation to expand that. Food safety issues are very important, and some companies are still constantly stressing the management. For example, in 2007, CCTV has reported that Sun milk powder had passed 1,100 inspections before leaving the factory.
You guys know what I want to say.
Food safety issues have frequently appeared, and it makes people more confident for China's food safety. Great wavered.
I have never wavered because I never believed the food in China is safe.
But food safety issues cannot be ignored by anyone because food safety issues around us all the time.
We must stay strong because the price of a grape has risen again.
I mean, look at what's happening right now. Every scientist says that we need to act, and some companies instead doing anything but adding some drugs to the feed.
Okay, I think I got it, bro.
It's crazy, don't you know? If adding too much drugs, they will get cancer, and all they know are just making more money. What kind of short, stupid, irresponsible bull?
Whoa. Hey.
What?
All due respect, man. You don't need an angry citizen. You need counseling. I'm out here, man. I don't want to get into all of this.
Get out. Okay, everybody relax. Relax, it's just a joke. But China's food safety problem is not a joke, especially for drug residues. And drug residues is a very big problem at present. So when people talk about drug residues, they may think that is just a problem about drug itself. And however, the concern of drug residues is that when the drugs are not used correctly, and human harmful drug residues can end up in our food supply and in our environment. This is a major food safety that happened because people do not follow the recommended dose and the withdrawal period. Here are two words to help you to understand the drug residue. That is the dose, and the withdrawal period. And we all know that too much a good thing can be bad. And food animals all have the ability to metabolize some drugs. So the correct amount of drugs is called the dose. And this is carefully calculated by manufacturers of drugs using food animals. And each drug needs some amount of time to metabolize. And the time depends on different species of animals and how the drugs were used, as well as the age of the animals. So this time is called the withdrawal period. And each drug takes a certain time to metabolize completely. So the withdrawal period is also carefully calculated by manufacturers of drugs. And so if the correct dose is used and the manufacturer period is followed, then the drugs can be used safely for animals which we want. But if too much drugs is given and not enough time is allowed before slaughter, so some terrible things can happen. And actually, we have an interesting story to share you. And once there's a farmer to tell you how things go on. There's a farmer. His name is Michael. Yes, this is our friend, Michael. And he has a pig. His name is Peggy. Okay, but Peggy grew so slowly, and Michael worried about it. He couldn't wait. He wants Peggy to grow so faster. So Michael found a magic capsule for Peggy. And Michael fed Peggy with this kind of capsule, and Peggy becomes so strong and become the fattest member in his family. And Michael becomes so happy about this, so he gives more capsule to the Peggy. And finally, Peggy becomes the strongest, fattest member in Michael's family. But terrible thing happened that the capsules in Peggy's body cannot be digested totally. And Michael didn't know about this, so he used the manure from Peggy to feeding. And this kind of capsule goes into environment, some water and some planets. And finally, when Michael used this kind of food to make products, and they ate them, and he cooked the Peggy, eat them, finally, the capsule, the drugs returned to Michael. So Michael got sick. And this pictures can show the scenes, how things go wrong. And it's very easy for us to understand the hazards of the drug residues can have. And actually, there are many diseases drug residues can cause. Sometimes it can cause accurate disease, and sometimes it is harmful if some people exposed to low level drug residue, but over a long period of time. So it is we can't know about it, the dose of the drug residue, and sometimes also lead to some cancer, mutation, and embrace disease. During pregnancy, obviously, it's a complex problem, and I need to say I can't solve this problem just by one person. So we need a team, and we need different experts, designers, video designers, researchers to join this problem, to solve this problem. And hopefully, luckily, we have some experts to make a video to show you what they can do and how they do it. Okay, let's go. Let's go to see the video.
I'm a lawyer. I can let the people who do not obey the law be punished.
I'm an environmentalist. I know how to save our environment from the drug residues.
I'm a media worker. I will explain to the public the causes of drug residues, raise public awareness of their hazards, and strengthen the exposure of bad enterprises.
I'm an agronomist, and I can analyze drug residue in plants.
I am an engineering expert. I can design scientific tools and practical equipment.
I'm a vet, and I know when and how to use drugs in animals.
Yeah, that's funny. But actually, what we need is far from that is videos the persons involved. And at the same time, the governments and the public should also be involved in this program to solve this problem, to solve drug residues. And here are the short-term measures and the long-term measures. Like we need to enhance the punishment and increase the cost of the crime, and improve the laws and regulations, and raise public awareness. Actually, the most important part is provide education for public and for the farmers. That's very important step of these problems. But although we all know this, everybody knows we need to do like this. But hardly, it's very difficult to do. But we have to do, because it's not just a slogan. We need to put the ways into practice. That can do work. And but for our students, what can we do to solve problem? We can't make any laws, any regulations. What can we do? And before answering this question, I want us to ask several questions. And we all know drug residue is a big safety problem. But have you heard that people around you does that because they eating some food having some drug residues. Do you really know that food products in our daily life is safe, whether they have the drug residues? Yes, I guess this is not an easy question to answer. We can't say yes or no exactly to this kind of questions. So why not use our action to test the food products like milk, meat, what we eat in our daily life, and this we can ensure. After testing this kind of products we eat every day, we can ensure what we eat is healthy or not. And so here's the measure for our students to do is that when we're back to China, we can build a group and we can call on some people to join us to test the products in our daily life we used, whether they have the drug residues or not. And then if they don't have, we like to see that if they don't have, but if they have, what the residues are from, where are they from, and how to lead to it, we can go into step by step to solve this problem, to find the the reasons of the drug residues. And I guess the best way to prevent drug residues is that to tell consumer the products have drug residues. Then they won't buy them, and they will an efficient way to prevent the farmers to inject more dose of drug to the animals. And I guess I think that is the best way to prevent drug residues. Yeah, and that's all. Thank you for listening. And at last, I want to thank you for our members' job. They are very helpful for this presentation. And thank you, our translator, Rachel, and thank you for our teacher, Heather. Yes, thank you so much. That's all. Thank you.